Uh-oh, two little partridge friends are in a big pickle. Their home is gone, and they need help. But what happens when they meet the perfectly sneaky, the Tricky Tomcat? Get ready for an adventure. Two partridges, quail-like birds, lived in a certain tree in the jungle. While one of them lived on the branches, the other lived inside a hole at the foot of the tree. They became good friends, and they would spend long hours with each other telling each other stories and events of their lives. In this manner, the partridges spent their time in happiness, cherishing their close bond. They would share their daily adventures and dreams, making each day joyful and fulfilling. One day, one of them went away with some more partridges in search of food. As was usual, when he did not return back even at sunset, the other partridge started worrying. He thought, "He has not done this ever. Why has the partridge not returned home today? Has been trapped by some hunter? Or maybe even killed? I cannot live without him. I am certain there is some reason why he has not returned even at nightfall." He did not return even the next day, or the day after, leaving his friend increasingly distraught. For several days, the partridge kept worrying, constantly peering into the distance with a heavy heart. Eventually, he sadly gave up hope of his friend's return, resigning himself to loneliness. Then, on nightfall, a fluffy hare came to the tree and, observing an empty hole at the foot of the tree, decided it would be a perfect shelter. Since the partridge had given up hope and felt too sorrowful to care, he did not object to the hole being occupied by the hare, who quickly made himself at home. After a few days, the partridge returned. He had gone to a place where there was plenty of food to eat. He had grown fat. But remembering his dear friend, he thought of returning. On his return, when he found that a hare had taken over his house, he objected strongly. "Hare! This hole is my home, and you have taken over during my absence. This is very unfair of you. I demand you to leave immediately." The hare disagreed. "This place is mine now. I am not leaving. I found this hole empty, and therefore made it my home." Thus they began to quarrel. The partridge understood there was no point in quarreling with the hare, and said, "Hare, you seem to lack the basic ethics. Let us approach someone holy and knowledgeable. Let someone well-versed in holy books decide who is right, and thus who shall have the right to occupy the hole." The hare agreed, and as suggested, they went to look for a holy man to settle their dispute. Meanwhile, a wild tomcat became aware that they wanted to settle their dispute through a holy man. He quickly posed as a learned animal. He held a blade of holy kusha grass in his paw and stood on the bank of a river where he will be quickly spotted. Standing on his hind legs, with his eyes closed, he started chanting, pretending to be deep in thought. The partridge and the hare, eager for a resolution, spotted him by the calm waters. They cautiously approached the seemingly wise feline, hoping for a just verdict. When the partridge and the hare came across him, the hare said, "He looks holy and a learned person. Let us go and seek his advice." The partridge agreed, but said, "Yes, let us seek his opinion. But he is a wild cat by birth, and a natural enemy for both of us. We should be careful, and speak only from a distance." As decided, they came to the wild tomcat, but stood at a distance, voicing their concerns. "Holy person, we have a dispute amongst us. Will you please settle our dispute, and advise us who is right in accordance to Holy Scriptures? If you decide that one of us has sinned, you may as well eat him," they bravely called out. The tomcat replied, "Oh, my friends, I have denounced the violent life as it leads to hell. Nonviolence is the very essence of true religion. I shall not harm any of you. However, I will hear both of you and settle your dispute with the knowledge I have gained." Both the partridge and the hare were impressed by his seemingly kind words. The wild tomcat continued, "But I am old and cannot hear you from that distance. Fear not. Come close and explain the reason of your dispute. I shall make the most just settlement." With all these sayings, he won the complete confidence of both of them. Both the partridge and the hare, feeling safe and trusting, came near him and sat extremely close to him to explain the reason of their dispute. This was precisely the very opportunity that the sly tomcat was looking for to satisfy his hunger. As soon as they were comfortably settled beside him, he suddenly jumped with incredible speed and seized one of them in his teeth and the other with his razor-sharp claws. He ruthlessly killed both of them instantly and made a quick meal out of them. This sad story teaches us an important lesson. Never trust someone who is known to be your enemy, especially when they suddenly act unusually kind or helpful. Such individuals might have a secret, hidden plan to deceive you. Always be cautious and use your good judgment, even when someone appears wise and holy, as true wisdom helps resolve problems fairly, rather than preying on others for selfish gain.
Ever dreamed of being the hero? Now you get to be the star. Your adventure starts at TalesMio. Visit talesmio.com now.